It's a party, baby. Let's go.
TAZZY,
How you get over there?
you forgot to hit the button.
What button?
The make stream go button.
Did I?
Yeah.
You sure?
It's live now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was weird.
Okay. Well, we're still here. Welcome to the after party for SmackDown. Hope you guys. I like the way we just did that. It was like, what happened? What? Dude. Oh my God, the SmackDown. I do say this, and I said this in the watch along. The way how smooth the show went was really, really good. I think we had one botch, but it was like, okay, it kind of cool at the same time, top dollar, but hey, it happens. You can't be perfect all the time. You're like, hey, no, you can't do it. I get you guys the shout outs in a minute. Man, let's just get all the mumbo jumbo out of the way, all the business stuff out of the way. Just get it out of the way, you know what I mean? Real quick, if you have not dropped a like onto the party, drop a like. I know that's not the same thumbs up, but it's similar to the thumbs up that you see on the bottom of the screen, right underneath us. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe. It's free. It's free. We might throw gifts out there next year to it's like, hey, thank you for subscribing. Let's see. Also, click that bell. That's for the notifications. If you guys want to get notified for all the notification screens, all that stuff. That's how I feel right now. I'm trying to get to the show. Real quick, don't forget, we're back here Monday. We're back here Monday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time for the watch along party for Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw been crazy. It's been crazy. That's what I'm saying. And you guys really want to watch Tuesday for the NXT because we don't know what's going to happen with that show after what happened on Wednesday. And this is the first time. I think it's the first time we actually talked. Well, I did the whole stream, but yeah. But anyway, yeah, that's what we got there. So, hold on, I forgot the banner. Can't forget about the banner. Quick shout outs to people that's already here so far. Anthony Slate, welcome to the party. Dylan, welcome to the party. Shouts to you. Alan, welcome to the party. Ron, welcome to the party. Shouts to you. Kevin, welcome to the party. Shouts to you. Yeah, so as of right now, as we speak, Chicago's probably getting the second SmackDown right now because they're taping next Friday. I know, right? I'm down to get 2 SmackDowns. I don't know about Raw, but 2 SmackDowns, I'm totally fine. If Raw was 2 hours, I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
But SmackDown is only 2 hours, and you see how fast those 2 hours went already. It went by super fast. All I remember was we was talking, and next thing you know, Roman Reigns coming out.
Yeah.
And you know how long the Roman Reigns entrance is. It's I don't think it's longer than the Undertaker, but it's damn near close. So, where do we start? We start with the oh my god, it was a show went by so fast. I forgot what happened at the beginning. We had a tag team match for the women's tag team titles. My girl Tegan Knox and Liv Morgan versus Damage Control. And Dan, there was a lot of people saying that maybe Damage Control should end right now. Like, hey, they should lose this match and that be them and it'd be over. But while we got this match, Dan, we got a hoodie figure like coming out there, distracting the Tegan Knox and costing the match basically. We seem to find out, damn social media.
Rats.
We found out who it was. Thanks a lot. It was Syfy Lee. I don't know what's going on with that. What you think?
It was random.
Very random. But I'll
give it that. It was random.
Yeah.
He gets points for random. I don't know how she's gonna fit into that other than maybe another like member of Damage Control, maybe.
That's what I was thinking. It comes like, how else would you fit that in there? It's like like out of the blue.
Sorry, go ahead.
Then we remember we was talking about this like about a month or so ago that Damage Control was getting a new member. There was rumors about who that fourth member could be. We thought it was going to be Sasha Banks a long time ago, but obviously that's not happening.
Nope, she's all the way off doing her own bookings pretty soon, actually. Yeah,
she's in Japan, and guys, don't think about that is not what's the name's partner for that match. I know what you guys thinking. It's a Soraya's match. That was your tag team partner. However, that makes a lot of sense because they're actually pretty close. Just throw it out there. Just saying. The other people that I was thinking of, it was Chelsea Green. And the other one, Deanna Peraza. Here's the crazy part about that, though. Here's one. I agree with Jeff on this when we was on the watch along. It could have been Naomi too. That's the other thing. Too. So I personally thought it was either Naomi or Chelsea. My personal opinion. That's what I thought. What you thought when you saw that figure?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It feels weird considering that, I guess I just don't see damage control being like a 4-person group rather than, just a 3-person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like Deanna just said, Syfy wasn't really doing anything, so why not?
Why not add her to that group just to randomly on the side? Yeah. I mean, I think Syfy Lee and Io Sky is actually pretty close.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken, so that actually helps.
Never mind then. It won't be so weird.
Yeah, but I was like, it's not really. I mean, they're close off tape, if that makes sense. So they're like they're not during the ring because Syfy Lee used to be in that tag team with not tag team in that faction with Winnie Chu, which Winnie Chu was God, I forgot the name of that, and I'm supposed to be the NXT expert there. I forgot the name of that. Tishaw. It was something like that. Somebody help me out. Tishaw. Hold on. Maybe we go Winnie Chu up. Maybe we're gonna say. Winnie Chu. Like literally, like
I know it was May something.
What's it? Mei Ying?
Yeah.
Okay. Whoo! Wow, Tishaw. There we go.
Yeah, or that too.
I was like, sitting here like, what is that? I forgot. Yeah. So they was in that group together. I don't know that's going to be something that you want to keep an eye on in the future because Wendy Chu is she main event main roster ready Wendy Chu or not? It's funny how we're talking about this and how also we got to a different conversation. We'll get into the big one in a minute. I know you guys want to talk about it, but we'll get into that in a minute. This was a really good SmackDown, so it's like there's a lot of talking points. A lot.
Too many.
Yeah, too many. And I'm sitting here like, oh, we ain't gonna have nothing to talk about. I already knew we was gonna have a lot to talk about because I knew the brain stuff was gonna happen, and then along the other stuff that was going on too. A shocking surprise that came into the ending of the show. So that's the other thing we're gonna talk about. Yeah. All I gotta say, you can't see me. So yeah. So it's gonna be very interesting how they put Xia Li in that mix. Like, is she going to be that enforcer or something like that? Like the Bloodline has, right?
Yeah.
Because there's really no enforcer in the group, unless you go and get where's Sir Dave? We oh my god, why am I throwing blanks today? Good, I'm throwing blanks. Never stop. Is if we oh my god, help me out. Nia Jax, there we go. If we gonna get, by the way, Nia Jax don't even look like Nia Jax no more. Have you guys seen the pictures?
Whew. I have not, actually.
She is a skinny girl. You gotta look that up. She is a little more skinnier than she was. Let's put it like that. She's she looks like she could be a model. Let's put it like that.
Either way, when she was wrestling, she still moved pretty damn quick.
Yeah. And for her to be even quicker now because she don't have no weight.
Oh
no. Ooh, crazy. Yeah. Deanna said she used to be a model. Yeah, she would. She used to be a model. She used to be the plus size models. And when she got to WWE, as Nia Jax, she wasn't really heavy when she first got to NXT, but when she got to the main roster, that's when she got heavier. And it's like you kind of like sitting here like Dan, you kind of sitting there like, no, when you get in the main roster, don't you supposed to be getting smaller because you're actually lifting weights and stuff like that? But it's just me. Okay. So yeah, so obviously Damage Control is still your women's champions. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen with those titles? Because quite frankly, there's not a lot of tag teams out there. However, there is a tag team at NXT right now that's in a flex right now after Tuesday. I personally didn't watch the apparently there's some spoilers on this past taping for NXT. I'm not watching it. I'm not watching the spoilers. I would have enjoyed the show this Tuesday when we do the watch along. I'm just saying. Just throw it out there. Hey, I'm not doing that. That's why I say as I say that, make sure you don't watch the sports tonight because Bray's supposed to be on that on the tapings as well. So I'm just throwing it out there. By the way, how many of y'all watch or listen to Shatter today? How many times you watched and listened to it? I think I'm on my 10th time right now. Like, literally, I literally was like, how many times am I going to listen to this tonight? I believe it or not, Dan, I actually got it on. You know how I have like when we sit here waiting for the show starts. I actually got it on the music thing when we got down there. It's ready to cue when we like do these things. So you never know. When before we go say, hey, how you doing? Hey, it's Raw. I might put that on. I mean, shoot. It's not like we have CDs anymore and stuff like that where I could anyway, let me stop. So we kept on getting And the crazy part is the Bray stuff started early than normal. I think we got the half-hour mark, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah, sounds about right.
by the way, I want to make sure everybody watch that part first. The whole LA Knight got kidnapped. Or did he? Did he get kidnapped? Is it possible? Did he? Or was it just his imagination? I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there.
Playing with his imaginary friend Steve.
Right. Or it could be Nilly. It was all in my head. I think about it. So we got that. We got the replay of, if you guys don't got TikTok, they actually make sure you saw what happened. And by the way, LA Knight escaped some kind of way. He escaped. I personally think Bray let him go, my opinion, but I could be wrong. He probably escaped. I'll just throw it out there. So we get LA Knight talking his, yeah. Then we get Bray coming out. By the way, we didn't get a full Shatter song. We just got half of it. I think we got the first chorus. Yeah. And like, they're probably like, you guys probably heard this enough during the day, and we're like, we're not gonna play it again. No. Can you imagine that? So we get that, and then I have pictures, guys. I got pictures this time. I made sure I was prepared. We get this.
I saw that thumbnail. Yeah, that's the one.
So we get this. So first of all, I can tell the Chicago crowd was loving that, like the hat and everything, the figure, and just in general. You got this figure, by the way, with the white gloves, by the way. Well, obviously this not Bray. No. Because Bray was in the ring. But here's the thing is, guys, and Jesse's with us now too. Jesse, you there? Hey, Jesse.
Oh, my bad, I'm muted. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh.
So here's my thing. The whole time while we got Uncle Howdy, and this is the awesome picture right here. That is insane. It's just with the light and everything, it just makes this like little creepier.
Yeah.
Here's the crazy part. Do you guys realize Bray did not look at Uncle Howdy the whole time while he was in the ring?
I kind of thought he did. He did? He looked off to the side. Maybe he didn't look all the way over his shoulder.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, right. He didn't look all the way in his shoulder or anything like that. It was like more of he didn't look like directly. Does that make sense? So it was like, I'll see here like, what the heck is this? We obviously see it, right? But it's just all in Bray's imagination right now. That I'm getting to the point now. And I didn't really discuss this, but a lot of us in the by the way, Gus, welcome to the party, shouts to you. Brian Coleman, welcome to the party, shouts to you. Sorry about that. I didn't see you guys come in. When I'm thinking of Dan and Jesse, could this possibly be a guilty conscience type of thing? Like you got Uncle Howdy on one side. I think we talked about this. Uncle Howdy on one side. And then we got maybe Uncle Harper on the other side. Is that possible?
That's a thought. Howdy being the devil on one shoulder and Harper the angel on the other.
Right. I mean, obviously, we know that Uncle Harper is basically, you know who Uncle Harper is, but you know what I thought. You know what I thought Uncle Harper and Uncle Howdy was going to be. You guys who I thought it was going to be? I thought it was going to be oh my god, Redbeard. Well, you can't do well. Obviously, Redbeard was going to be Uncle Howdy Baby, but who would you play? You know, Uncle Harper. That's the only thing. Like, it's not like he can play himself right now. Obviously, duh. But this is not Bray right now. I mean, he don't even have the same build. If that makes sense, build of Bray Wyatt. So it could be anybody.
I really think it was Dutch. I really think it was Dutch. It looked like the build of Dutch to me. So.
Right, but at the same time, we haven't seen Bo either, right? So
we haven't. The earring makes me think Bo, but the build of the man that was standing out there tonight looked like Dutch to me.
Yeah, this is like one of those things where it's like, who is this? Like, they're playing where it's like, it's kind of like, and the way the lighting is, it's basically like an imaginary thing. Like, look. We know we're gonna play this deep. We're playing deeper into this storyline because, like we all say, it cannot be like two people because obviously Bray is thinking deeper than that. Honestly, right? He's thinking deeper. Like, no, this could be in my head, or like here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. The Funhouse Bray. Definitely in Bray's head, right? Definitely in his head. Now, what is the Fiend? Was the Fiend actually him, or was it just? We're going down a rabbit hole, guys.
See, I don't know. I didn't think that Funhouse Bray was in Bray's head. I thought that the Funhouse itself and the delusions of all the characters being alive was in his head.
I can see that, yeah. Definitely see that.
But I felt like he was playing a persona of what he was imagining in his mind. Like, he was just like, this is real, and he was making it real to himself.
Yeah, I can see that too. It's we're about to go on a rabbit hole, guys. We're not ready for this.
That's the fun stuff. And
here's the hints, because here's the hints of what we got before, like the whole psychological papers of Bray when he went to the psychological home or hospital or whatever. We got the phone calls. You guys know phone calls. This is getting deep. This is getting deep, and I like the way they picked the right person to put into this the scenario, like LA Knight. I don't really think it could be possible. I don't think that was the plan, or was it like was this the plan in the beginning to put LA Knight in this?
It might have been for Triple H's perspective, because it puts LA Knight over while still obviously Bray looks awesome. And LA Knight is brilliant, but people on the main roster, people watching the main shows didn't know that. So it's a good way to really, highlight him by having him in a feud with like the biggest name in wrestling. At least in my opinion, he's the biggest name in wrestling. Ain't nobody bigger than Bray these days. Forget Roman.
Well, we can't really say that, honestly, because let's be honest, he is the tribal chief right now. Until somebody dethroned him, then we can say that.
Bray dethrones him. I'm just saying.
I know. I agree. I totally understand. I get it. By the way, there's some rumors about how they're going to take one of the titles off of him. We can talk about that a little bit later, but there's some rumors out there.
There's always rumors out there.
Yeah, and it's getting really deep. Real quick, guys, if you have not dropped a like onto the party, drop a like. And what is that noise?
My bad.
No, you're good. I was like sitting here like, what is going on here?
I was about to be sad. I got Chinese and I thought I didn't get my egg roll, and I was about to be so sad.
I would be sad too if I didn't get my egg roll.
Yeah.
Egg rolls are the best, man. I love egg rolls.
Yeah, you say you three? Now you want me? Now I want Chinese food. Anyway, you know what I really want? I know this not nothing to do with what we're talking about. You know what I really want? I really want those fries from Taco Bell. They've been craving it for the last couple weeks.
You know how frequently I buy Taco Bell nacho fries? I freaking love them things.
Yeah, I'm like, why is not a everyday, like they're going to go away? Are they going to go away, or are they going to keep them? I think they should keep them. Honestly.
See, I'm doing Chinese tonight, but I'll be doing it again on Christmas Eve because we made it our tradition to get Chinese on Christmas Eve because they're the only ones open late because they don't celebrate Christmas in restaurants, so they don't close early.
That is random.
I discovered that one year when we were trying to go to all these restaurants to try to get food after church one night, Christmas Eve, and everything was closed. And we're like, what is this crap? And then we finally found this Chinese place was open.
Yeah. Remember, guys, when we do the SmackDown review, we're actually going after we get done with that, we actually talk about everything that happened during the week, and there's a lot. Okay. Somebody said Roman is overrated. Damn. Well, people still love him, so hey, what can you say?
I say face Roman was overrated. Heel Roman is absolutely brilliant.
I agree with that one. I agree. Totally agree with that one. Okay. So we don't know what is going to happen with this whole Bray Wyatt thing. It's like we got to sit here and think like deeper. Like, what is this? What are we getting? I personally think we might get the Fiend back out of all this, in between all this. I know people was like, oh, we're not going to get the Fiend because like they're over that. Don't you think they're like, hey, the one of the highest merch sellers ever, that Fiend, the persona, I think they're going to try to bring it back. Not fully, but probably like a 1-off or 2-off, or it'll be in the storyline as needed. Does that make sense? But I think we're going to get along with other things. Was that just?
I said it makes sense to me.
Yeah, I think we're going to get different kind of personalities in this whole thing. It's going to be insane. Remember, we're just 2 months out of this right now, 2 or 3 months right now, and everybody was like talking about like, hey, we're not getting any progression out of all this. I think we're doing. Remember, Bray been going through some stuff for the last couple of months too. So,
and we all know how Bray progression is anyway. It's not, if you're impatient, I don't even know why you're a Bray fan. If you like, hurry it up.
Yeah, hurry up. You're really not gonna get a full speed for progression with Triple H and Bray Wyatt is there now.
Right.
There's no way. And long they got a creator that actually does those things too. So it's like, well, they're going to take their time on this. Like, not expect a lot of stuff probably within the next month, because I think we're getting close to a match, because you kind of want to have Bray have a match, honestly. Like at this, I mean, I know. Let's see. Let's go back a little bit. So we had Bray right after WrestleMania. We had the whole box come open up back in the day with the whole Fiend and everything like that. And then we got the Firefly Funhouse. That lasts about 2 months. And then we got him in the ring, I think that July, if I'm not mistaken. The tagging of, Mick Foley, who else was in there? Kurt Angle. And then we got the full big attack with Finn Balor. And then he didn't get in the ring until that August. So from April to August, which was about how many months of that? Like April, May, June, July. Yeah, we might be getting that too. We might not get a match until WrestleMania.
Just one you mentioned, Tazzy, and that was when Vince was around.
Exactly my point. So now it's going to be longer.
Speaking of that, I've got something
Yeah. I know a lot of people want to talk about that too. Okay, let's continue on. So
I have a thought.
the
Okay.
Ricochet and Gunther match. Oh my god, that was an amazing match.
You know, I was thinking about that match after,
Mm-hmm.
and if they're taping the next episode of SmackDown for next week,
Mm-hmm.
and they advertised that Kim and Braun are going to be teaming up. The question is, will his chest still be red?
Oh yeah, I know, right? Oh, I guess they gotta sell it like, hey, he still haven't healed, or he might put a T-shirt on maybe to sell it. I don't know, because that I thought about that too, and I was like,
Or they can just put like this on or something.
yeah, you could. Oh yeah, you could actually just wrap it because his chest not feel fully healed, and then you can say that. You can actually say that honestly.
Just say that he's got like a bruised like collarbone or something or whatever.
Right. We're guys. We're gonna get into you guys' theories and stuff in the chat. We'll promise you, we want to hear from you guys. So if you guys got something to say, go ahead and put in the chat, and we'll talk about this to give you guys your thoughts on the show. Oh yeah, what time we got? Whew, day that went by fast. 36 minutes. Wow. Okay. We gotta go through this. Okay. So we had the match. Obviously, Gunther won. But it was a great match. It was hard hitting.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that. It was very hard hitting.
Any Gunther match is.
Yeah.
Again.
Right. Between all this, between the whole women's tag team match, the Bray Wyatt, we're getting all these promos backstage with the Bloodline. Basically, what we're getting, just the hard thing of what we're getting right now is basically we're getting a match, and we'll talk about who the partner is later. We're getting a match. Is Roman Reigns, Sami Zayn, which I never thought I'd ever see that about 4 or 5 months ago.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens and a partner of his choosing. Which here's the crazy part. I didn't know it was Kevin Owens had so many friends, and probably the crazy part is his partner. I didn't know his partner was going to be one of his former rivals. That's the other part of the thing is too. I was like, I mean, it makes a lot of sense. We'll talk about it. It makes a lot of sense. But anyway, we got a triple threat tag team match. The Viking Raiders, the Gal Phantasma, and Hit Row. Now, I know there's a joke in here somewhere, but I'm not going to explore it. I said the Viking Raiders, Hit Row, and they'll go Phantasma. It's like a big circus about to happen. Okay, let me stop. This match was like all over the place. It was entertaining. We did get a botch by Top Dollar, but it happens. I mean, if you deal with big men like that, it's like you're going to have, it's going to happen. It is what it is. What you want to do? Cry and moan about it?
Yeah.
We will not do that. Absolutely, I got you. See, you got what was I saying? Throw me off. No, I'm just kidding. So basically, the winners. By the way, all three of those women should have a triple threat match. Because that was more entertaining to the match.
Yeah, I think that would be a good match to have.
Yeah. Okay, so the winners was Hit Row. I missed it where they said that basically whoever wins this match will be the number one contenders. I did not see that. That was my fault. I'm sorry. I missed that part. So we're getting a triple threat match next week, which Chicago is getting a party right now, involving by the way, this is a tag team title match. By the way, the Usos versus Hit Row. Now, we talked about this a few weeks ago. I don't know, are they over enough with the crowd to actually put them with the Usos, or is this the way to actually do that with the Usos to make them more over than they are? They're going to have to show out, and they're in Chicago. They're going to have to show out.
Okay.
They're going to Hit Row going to have to show out next week with the Usos. Otherwise, they're going to be like sitting there and like, it's not good. I still think something's missing out of that group. If somebody's missing out of the group, it could be Swerve. It could be Swerve.
Was it that certain somebody who went to the other brand?
Right. It's not like he knew that Triple H is going to be back in charge, so he signed a big deal with them. So it happens. You could probably put Carmelo Hayes. We talked about that before. You could probably put Carmelo Hayes with that group and be just fine. And probably add Trick to that too. Just have a full group like that. But that's just me. I don't know what else would you do, because that group as a whole with Swerve and everything, that was a group, and everybody loved them with all of them together. So you got to find some way to actually add somebody to that group. You have to add somebody to that group. You can't have. I know it's on factions. You kind of need that person that actually is not in the tag team part, but is able to actually be. They go for like the Intercontinental title or the main title if they want to. So, and then you have the tag team match, and then you have the woman wrestler. Does that make sense? It's like that's one thing that Bloodline are missing is a woman wrestler. But anyways,
yeah, Hit Row currently is kind of like a hot fudge sundae without the hot fudge at the moment. I love them, but the hot fudge completes it. Yeah.
Okay, I see you.
We need fudge.
Yeah, I knew that was
must have fudge.
I saw that coming. So yeah, man. So I don't know. So we'll see what happens next week. We're actually getting some other crazy matches. That's coming up next week. Now, there have been teases about this so-called thing with the Bloodline, and Dan, you froze for a second there.
Yeah,
you was like literally saying like.
Yeah, as I was saying after Jesse said fudge. Yes, we need fudge. Must have fudge. Need to have fudge, dang it.
And the funny part about the fudge thing, it don't have to be chocolate fudge.
With sprinkles, Gianna. With sprinkles.
With sprinkles? We can
Yes.
do sprinkles. Yeah, I don't see why not. Why we can't have sprinkles?
Also referred to as food craft herpes.
You guys are crazy right now. So yeah, so put some fudge in that some kind of way. We'll figure it out. So basically what we got for the main event, we've been teasing what is going to happen with Sami Zayn when Bloodline came out. Are they going to boot him out right there and then? I said no, because quite frankly, he's like that top seller right now, minus the Bray Wyatt thing. By the way, if that whole storyline come out with another T-shirt, I am going to flip my lid.
I can't afford a single one of them darn shirts, and I want them, but I do have the hoodie. Anyway.
I want the cold orange one now. I really want that one bad.
I don't want to say it, Tazzy, but I'm gonna say it. There's probably gonna be another T-shirt.
Yeah, I know.
Then we're all gonna cry and be like,
I'm like, oh.
And then we're all gonna go buy it.
Here's the crazy part. A lot of people about to get those the new howdy masks. They're going to get that before Christmas. That's the fastest I ever seen them do something new. That is.
I want that foreign mask so freaking bad, man.
Anybody know how much? I didn't even see how much they cost.
I was told, I believe it's $60, which means it's got to be more than just cheap plastic.
Yeah, it would be cheap. Maybe it's the rubber.
Maybe it's thick plastic. I don't think it's rubber. It definitely looks like it's hard plastic, but it just looks like it's thicker material than that cheap stuff that kids wear on Halloween.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything.
So we got the bloodline in the ring, right? Obviously we got Bray. While I'm doing that, Roman acknowledged me, Chicago, blah 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 blah. Roman did say this has been the first time I've seen my bloodline since Wargames, and he talked about that. The tease of not shaking or hugging of Sami Zayn threw me off. I'm like, oh, what's happening? What happened? But he ended up doing it. It was a tease there. There was a little tease. Roman said they have a KO problem, and basically that's why he that's why he did the match. Is we got to handle it, and then Sammy talked about he's a cancer, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. And then next thing you know, we get John Cena on the screen.
That was great because I completely forgot about John Cena being advertised.
Right.
Or whatever.
Right. I'm like, that's interesting, but it makes some sense. I thought they was just going, well, I guess you can't really surprise it really for the 30th December, which is very interesting weekend, by the way. That's New Year's weekend, so it's gonna be crazy. And obviously I don't know. I know that actually that is live, actually. Now think about it. So that whole weekend is gonna be live. So that Friday is gonna be live, and then New Year's Day is gonna be live. I mean not New Year's Day, the day after New Year's is gonna be live. So that's gonna be crazy. So we're getting John Cena, Kevin Owens versus, hey, she's on camera.
Let me be on camera while I'm sitting in my car waiting 4,000 years for my husband to get down here. The car lighting is better than my natural lighting, so I'm like, I'm gonna take advantage of this.
Nice hat, by the way.
Yeah, this thing is like super long, by the way. Look at that.
Oh my God, that is long.
This is the best, man. I'm trying to figure out which way to move. There we go. It's really long.
I was gonna say something else, but never stop.
That
was $16 or whatever the heck it was I paid for it.
So we're getting Roman Reigns and Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens and John Cena, which makes a lot of sense, but at the same time I'm like, dang, they hate each other. But the enemy of my enemy is so I can definitely see that. See how I got all the sayings wrong and all that good stuff. My bad. Sorry. Yeah.
I'll go back off screen.
It's so yeah, we need more t-shirts. Thank you. So that was that, and then there we go. We have SmackDown. Now let's first get everybody how they were feeling about SmackDown, and then we'll talk about the other stuff that was going crazy over the show. I mean, over the weekend. I mean, over the week. I almost said the weekend. Hey guys, we're off this weekend, by the way. Get ready for Tribute to Truth. Don't forget Tribute to Truth is tomorrow. I think that's 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys check that out. It should be a great show. Okay. Wait, we already know the results. Can somebody ask Top Dollar to slow down? I'll be more surprised if it was Nia Jax. No, that is not even close to be Nia Jax. Sorry, wasn't doing anything, so why not? Okay. I'm gonna set my Viking Raiders and Tegan and Liv loss. We talked about the Tin Shaw thing. She used to be a model. I have it on my phone. Oh, you mean Shatter? Yeah, I think everybody does now. Yeah, that's weird. PJ who? PJ who? I'll just say PJ. How's that? Welcome to the party, man. How are you? Holly is trying to bring it back. Trying to bring that certain him back. Could it be possible? Here's the crazy part about that thing is it possible that we have Bray on SmackDown now when that whole Alexa stuff start happening fully? Is it possible that we would probably switch over to getting Bray over the Raw?
That's what she did.
Yeah, because I believe we got 2 more Monday Night Football games, and then that's it. And then there's a full blown. You can actually put Bray over there because let's be real. Let's be really, really real. Bray needs to be on Raw because all the stuff that's going on is we don't want to rush anything. Let's be real. We don't rush anything, and he don't have to rush anything. And maybe we'll get more of a detail. I mean, we're already getting detail, more of a detail on Raw because it's 3 hours, and you can actually put a lot more stuff on Raw. Honestly, let's keep it real with you. I do say this: Raw will be better once we get the whole Roman Reigns thing situated with the whole titles. So once we be able to split those titles back, you'll probably see more people going after that title. Does that make sense? Because there is a lot of talent that could go after the titles, but you only have that one champion you can go after right now, and which is crazy. Which I don't think they're even a brand split anymore, but I think we still will get the 2 champion split. The question is, which title is the most higher title than the other one? you obviously think it's the WWE title because WWE title been there forever. And the Universal title was there. I believe the instance of that title was 2015, or it might be 16. I think it's one of the two, 15 or 16. I kind of missed the red title, the red one, in a way. Kind of missed it a little bit. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Made me want to cry with his tribute to Brody. Yeah, that was actually pretty deep right there. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of nice to see him actually on TV because I think he was gone for a minute when that happened. So, you know, with or without sprinkles. We're talking about that now. We need more T-shirts. Yes, but spray it around so I can keep saving my cash. Like, dang. Okay, so that was SmackDown. So a lot of stuff that happened during the week is basically, first of all, Bobby Lashley got fired, but that ended abruptly the following day. I believe that was Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. That he was out of line when he said he fired Bobby Lashley, but they're actually going to have a meeting before Raw, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I haven't heard nothing yet, so I want to see what actually happened in that meeting, or if we're going to have the meeting over the weekend since there's something else going on. That's a possible thing. So I don't know what's going on with this storyline, what we're going to get. Is it a possibility that we might get something, for instance, like a return to go against Bobby Lashley, a certain beast, if I'm not mistaken? Is that possible? We can get the continuation of, Seth Rollins teased it 2 weeks ago. The whole Seth Rollins and we'll obviously talk more on this on Monday. But is it possible that we might get that continuation? But it can't be a regular match no more. We got to do a no disqualification or something during that match for that match to be,
What match are we talking? My bad.
Well, we got to talk about like the whole storyline with Bobby Lashley. I mean, obviously we're going towards something, and more likely it's going to be it's going to be Adam Pearce bringing Brock to face him. That's the only thing I can think of. But it can't be just a regular match. It gotta be something. It gotta be a stipulation with something, right? It gotta be a no disqualification. I think we're tired of the whole last man standing matches. I think we're done with that one. It could go anything goes. I mean, what do you guys think? What we might be getting?
Yeah, can do that.
Bobby versus who again?
Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay. Ooh, that would be it needs to be a stipulation like anything goes, because once you've had it once, once you've had it twice, I'm like, okay, I need some variety here because y'all making me bored now. Like that's a match people waited for forever, and now we've done had it. It's just it wasn't actually. I don't remember the second one. The first one was like much more bum rush. I don't even remember them, so I don't know.
Wow.
So that's how I feel about that, and it's crazy, because I feel like I should, but I don't. Were they good? Like I don't even remember.
Yeah, there weren't bad matches. It just
I think the first one was a little, but the second one was
right.
If I remember correctly, anyway.
I like the way two people was talking about putting the Hell in a Cell at the Rumble.
Yeah.
Why the hell not?
That would be fun.
We're not like we're getting the pay-per-view no more, right?
Oh, I need my Santa hat.
Oh God. I'm like, yeah, we're let's be real. Like, why not put something crazy on the Rumble? I mean, we're not getting Hell in a Cell pay-per-view no more, so you can do that anywhere now. So why not do a Hell in a Cell match like that? And this is the third match. If I'm not sorry, it's the third Bobby Lashley. It's the third match. Like it's the third final. I think they're one apiece. If I'm not, is that right? I think they're one apiece.
It's one apiece. Oh, Bobby, why didn't my camera turn? What the heck? Anyway, Bobby was definitely he lost the last match he had. And then he beat the crap out of Brock Lesnar. Oh, it's coming back to me now. I remember. Yeah, that was pretty fun, to be fair. It was kind of a quick match, but it was fun.
So
I don't remember the first match at all. So
if I'm not mistaken, that match between Bobby Lashley and Brock happened last Royal Rumble, if I'm not mistaken. And that's been when Brock like entered the Rumble just randomly. That was that whole fiasco with the whole Shane McMahon thing too and all that stuff. Wow, that was a year ago.
Time flies when you're having fun.
So yeah,
when Raw and SmackDown get good again.
Yeah, I'm liking what we're getting to, because more likely we'll get that Brock and Bobby Lashley match. By the way, right after the Rumble, we got the Elimination Chamber too, and that's the last chance that people get to actually become champion, or it'll be a number one contender matches. That's what we might get. That's a possibility. They just think about this is going to make my head hurt, because I'm like, dude, that is going to be a crazy next 3 months just to get to WrestleMania, because like, wow. And now we get Cena already, so it's like, The
road to WrestleMania is so fun.
Yeah. So
anticipation.
So we got that rivalry going on, right? And there's rumors, and we might as well talk about this now because I know damn well to talk about it. There's rumors about a certain CEO coming back to the fold. That I don't think that's happening. And a lot of people was like, "Oh my god, that's going to screw up Bray Wyatt." Dude, Vince is not coming back. You really think here? Okay,
don't jinx it, B-TAZZY.
Here's why I say this. You guys ready for this? Here's the reasons why that's not going to happen. You have stockholders, right? You have the board of directors. Let's put it like this: if the WWE was still private, yeah, I definitely can see him coming back because he could come back anytime he want to. But now that you have this public where you got shareholders, board directors and stuff like that, if they see that WWE is a lot better with a certain person better in the helm than that person, then yeah, I don't know. I don't think they will allow him to come back. And they already said, an article says they don't want him back. I'm
and the other thing is too, like he's got like, if they ever wanted to sell, they can't because he's got like 80% voting power anyway. So
right,
he still has that. All I know is I'm banking on that and hoping on that, like you said, because I'm just like, nah. I'm one of them people, who actually likes Vince, but I don't need him back because what Triple H is doing is so much better than. I mean, Vince did brilliant things, but not lately. So firing Bray was the worst of all the things he did. So yeah, we don't need him back. I want to see Bray shine.
I do say this: we're more likely we'll get him back for that Raw, that 30th anniversary Raw. I have a feeling we'll probably see him in that. If not, probably be WrestleMania. The thing is with the WrestleMania this year, well, the Hall of Fame this year, I thought that was slated for Batista. If I'm not mistaken, it's slated to he be the headliner for this one. So I don't know. You want to? Everybody was talking about Triple H to be in the Hall of Fame. I don't think Triple H can book himself to be in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, it makes sense for them to do it with The Rock too, though. It's in Hollywood, so.
Yeah, but here's the only problem with The Rock. He's scheduled to have a match, so it's like, can you
last
do that?
match go to the Hall of Fame? Do it on one weekend? Yeah.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's
hey,
nuts.
The Rock can do it all, man.
Like, why not? I'm still puzzled about I'm still excited about the whole Philadelphia WrestleMania in a couple of years. It's like, dude, you know how many people is going to be like the guy is earmuffs and stuff like that during the show. It's going to be insane. Everybody's going to be. It's going to be snowing. Hey, can you imagine a WrestleMania with snow? Oh God, God, that's going to be insane. But yeah, so yeah, that's my reasons, or that's for our reasons, is why I don't think Vince is coming back. Yeah, like I said, he'll either come back for the 30th anniversary Raw because he damn near built that show, Monday Night Raw, like with his character and Stone Cold and The Rock, all them three together. You can add the Undertaker to that too. They made Raw what it is, so it's kind of fitting to have him back there for that show.
Yeah, I'm all for him coming back as his character for one episode, sort of. Yeah, we could do that. We just don't need him back writing things and having the power to hire and fire and all that. Yeah, we don't need that.
Right. Dakota, welcome to the party. Shouts to you. Shane, welcome to the party. Shouts to you.
Whole thing tells you about him saying that people close to him gave him bad advice. That sounds kind of fishy.
Very fishy.
Because I don't think his own daughter and son-in-law would.
Are they the ones who gave him the advice?
I can see it.
I mean, he could just be being a paranoid old gas bag, like, oh no, Stephanie, and Trips, they just gave me this advice because they wanted me to step down so they could take over my show. You know what? I'm going to go back in there and tell them you're fired.
I am happy what this the outcome came about. A certain person is gone though. Mr. John Laurinaitis.
We don't need John Laurinaitis.
Yeah, he is not a believer of women wrestling at all. It's crazy.
No, just a little creep.
Like, yeah, he's a little creep. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. And there's so many talented women, and he just destroyed it. He destroyed it. Everything that Stephanie and Triple H brought to the front of women wrestling, he destroyed it. All those women wrestlers that he released it. all those releases, guys. You don't realize all those releases that they had the major releases on that. Half of them was women. More than was women.
B-TAZZY, that's what laryngitis does. It destroys. That's what it does. In this case, it destroyed the hopeful WWE careers of a lot of women, and
Right.
probably destroyed their morale and destroyed their sense of security, because I heard he was like, wasn't he kind of a bit of a creeper or some weird crap like that? Like he was like a horn dog or something.
Right.
Kind of like Vince, but Vince is like a different kind of a horn dog. He's horrible too, but yeah.
Okay. Now let's get into majors since we're an NXT show. Let's get into this major news that we had last week, or last week. It's still the same week. Mandy Rose. So, if you guys didn't join me for the special live stream that we had, I think it was Wednesday. Was that Wednesday? I forgot what day. I forgot what day it is now. Oh, it was Wednesday. Okay, it was Wednesday. I did talk about. I knew something was wrong and wrong on Tuesday. Do you guys remember? We go back to the NXT days, right? You guys know when Mandy Rose is around, you always see Toxic Attraction. That's what threw me off the whole night. You didn't hear no reaction to Mandy Rose with Toxic Attraction at all, whatsoever. That threw me off. I'm like, oh, this is not right. Something ain't right. That whole night. And obviously, we got Roxanne. Obviously, shout outs to Roxanne because she deserves that title. That's amazing for her to win that title. And I think she's going to do big things next year. This year. Well, next year. And more likely, we'll probably be getting Roxanne Perez and Corey Jane for the title for New Year's Evil. More likely, that's what it is. I mean, it could change. You never know. Somebody might pop up out of the blue, like everything else, like a John Cena. But yeah, I knew something was wrong then. I wasn't expecting her to get released though. And it's like I get both parts. I get both parts of Mandy Rose getting released. I get it from a contract. You have a contract. You got to honor that contract. I get it. You have to honor the contract and you mess up something in the contract. I totally get it. That needs to change, though. That needs to change on the contract signings and stuff like that. That needs to change. Like, hey, what is the difference between stuff happening with the male? I know. Everybody's like, what you saying? What you saying? Like the male like do something like that and they don't get in trouble for that, but a woman wrestler. I know WWE standard women to a higher standard, which is kind of funny from what happened 20 years ago. Like we remember the Raw and panties days, and Sable is on camera, and the whole DX thing where like, hey, pull up your shirt, like, which is even more funny right now.
Those were different leadership at the time as well.
Right. So it's like it's crazy because now you got Triple H and obviously Stephanie McMahon who actually put their women in a higher standard now. And it's like it's crazy because to think about that now, because like literally this used to be DX that's running the show right now. Literally. What I'm hearing, and this is just came out yesterday, I think. It wasn't Triple H's call. It was actually Shawn Michaels' call. So it's like that was even like obviously Matt Bloom. If anybody know who Matt Bloom is, you guys remember A-Train. You guys remember Prince Albert. You guys remember Prince Albert. That's Matt Bloom. He basically put it to Shawn Michaels' attention, and honestly, the whole match changed. That match came about 15 minutes before the show started.
Wow.
Right, remind you of somebody?
Bad for giving Coaster a hard time at now. He was freaking right.
Right, but still at the same time, He didn't know it was going. She was going to get released. We thought it was more likely, if anything, was just going to get suspended or anything like that. But of course, here comes the sponsorships and all that. Like I said before, I can't not. I said it during the stream. I can't stand when WWE went public. I could not stand that because I knew all this was going to happen. Because now you got to answer to other people. Like you can't be like, oh yeah, she did stuff to our contract. If you was private, you're like, you know what? I get it. Totally understand. Just don't happen again. Blah 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 blah. But now you got other people building into the other people, the board directors or stuff like that. Then you're like, and then you got sponsorships and stuff like that. You got a contract with Mattel. I'm like, I don't know, that's a good idea to actually have somebody that's doing that. And
I thought they would have, at least said to her, to take it down first, and then if she said no, then
which I heard that she did. Which I heard that they did. That's a rumor though. That they asked her to, hey, we need to not stop doing that, and I think she said no. That's the rumor, is it? I don't know. I believe it or not. I can't because I'm not there.
I heard that if she decides to stop it, then they said she could come back, is what I was told, or what I've seen. And I don't know.
Right, and I don't. If you guys ask me you ask me right now, do I see Mandy Rose coming back in the future? Yeah, definitely.
Hopefully not in the too distant future. She wants to have kids in the future.
Right. So that's the other thing too. So don't expect her to be back anytime soon.
How old is she?
And you got to give a big kudos to Mandy Rose, by the way. Like the year that she had was insane. She
was best year easily.
Right, and she defended that title. And spoiler alert: she might be my wrestler of the my wrestler of the year for this year. The woman wrestler of the year. She has to be. The only time she did not have a title is 2 weeks before the year is over. So and she defended her title too. She wasn't there like she defended her title just about every single pay-per-view. I think the last one they didn't have a match. And that posed me too. That's why I knew something was wrong, because normally you want to have both titles in that type of pay-per-view. Here's the other problem too. You guys ready for this? We have a small little problem about this. And if Shawn Michaels could get away with it or whatever to actually keep Mandy Rose there, he would, because in 2 months they have a pay-per-view in an arena. You want the most star power you can on that show, if you can do anything, right? So that's the other thing. I mean, I say what I had to say about the Mandy Rose situation. If you feel free, you guys, if you want to say anything else about the Mandy Rose, but I'm just saying. Tony Storm says she makes as much on her fans page as she do. Yeah, a lot of them do. And that's not even just. It's not even just that type of content. It's just anything like Twitch or stuff like that. They probably make more money on that too. So, and you guys got to realize, Mandy Rose's contract was not the biggest contract in the world. Honestly, I mean, let's be real. She didn't have Becky Lynch money. Let's put it like that. So, yeah, they have to do some other stuff to actually put in the money, because you got to think about traveling. You really think it's probably changed from years past, but WWE did not really pay for your traveling and stuff like that back then. Like they'll pay you, but you still have to pay for your own hotels and stuff like that. I think it might change from now and then. That's the other thing. I'll talk about, like we was talking about years ago, like, hey, I think these wrestlers need a union. I think so too. We're getting to that point. the whole wrestling thing they need to utilize, because do I think she gets fired if there was a union? Probably not. Probably not. Probably just.
You saying that, TAZZY, just reminded me of like
Oh shit.
of WWE having like something similar to like the something similar to like the NHL Players Association.
Yeah, it'd be
And
the
just have like every single wrestler like a hockey player type contract or a baseball player type contract.
Oh, can you think about it? You guys realize how much baseball players get paid? I'm pretty sure that would not happen. Would not happen if they wouldn't utilize, because now we got players that's getting a $300 million contract.
Wait, for baseball?
For baseball, $300 million.
Okay. Is that over like 10 years or something like that?
I think the latest one, I think was Carlos Correa. I think that was a 13-year contract, I think. So, but still, what's that like? What's that like? 40 million a year?
Yeah.
You know what I would do with that? I don't think I would even buy a mansion. I'll just be the right size house, so I can like. Shoot, I'll buy an island. How about I do that? Not just kidding. What you guys talking about? May did a good job in her role, so I can't deny her roses. Yeah, you can't deny her roses. Make sure you give her roses. The other thing is what they're going to do with actual toxic attraction now.
Yeah, this is part of another sticky situation now.
Right. Do you just bring them up now? Because now they don't have nothing for her now. The other thing is you have toxic attraction, right?
And you could still have them go for another run at the NXT women's tag titles. But
do they add a leader to that group? I mean, originally they had what's the name replacing her for like a week or two, so they could do that. But is she toxic attraction? Toxic attraction. Is she a toxic attraction person? That's the other thing too. It's like, do you just add somebody to that group, or heck, you can put Chelsea Green in that group. She's that type. But do you just send her straight to NXT, or you want her in the main roster? That's the other thing too. Like, what do you want to do with Chelsea when you get her over there? Obviously, we know that she's getting over there. Obviously, duh. What time is it? Wow. This has been probably the longest the longest after party we did in a minute.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, let's see. What's it? 117. We'll go for 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes to get you guys' thoughts out there. Last thoughts. Yeah, man. You have to. That Gigi and Jay-Z, they approve so much. Yeah. So you can actually, and they're needed on the main roster. Honestly, to keep it real with you, they're really needed. They're heels, so that's the other problem too, because you can't have them go against. You can't have them go against Damage Control. That makes no kind of sense. No. And slowly but surely, and I think this is on Triple H's agenda to make more women tag teams. That's on his list. He's doing a well of a job with the regular tag teams right now, because there is now a lot of tag teams now.
This is interesting.
What's that?
No, I'm disagreeing with you pretty much. I am just agreeing with you. Oh. In case it's not like I was saying I'm disagreeing. I did not say disagreeing.
I mean, dude, there's did you see that By the way, that whole triple threat tag team match on SmackDown, that's just 3 of the tag teams they have there now.
Yeah.
And there's some they're in the wings, like
3 of many.
Roberto Carrillo and Angel Garza is still not around yet.
That's a division that I knew would improve under Triple H because he actually likes tag teams.
Yeah,
he's didn't care for them, and they know how to do anything with them. I feel like
I never got that. Why he never liked tag team wrestling? It's so weird.
He is a weird old man.
It's wow. Yeah, he is weird. He's a weird old man. Yeah, he is a weird old man. Just
to just quickly add to the toxic attraction Mandy Rose thing, TAZZY. Honestly, I hope that they come to some sort of, I don't know, reconsideration maybe, and yeah.
Speaking of Mandy Rose, did we get who this person was who helped Liv Morgan tonight?
Yeah.
Who was it?
Syfy.
Who?
Syfy.
Oh.
It's actually on social media, so looking throughout the WWE, it should be up there.
There were so many people who thought that joint was Mandy, and then I thought that they had said who it was, but I wasn't sure. So.
Could you imagine the craziness that would happen? Like, oh my God, it's Mandy Rose. What the heck? Wow, that would have been crazy. Like, did they come to an agreement or something? Like, what happened? Like that would be crazy.
That was fast. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I see some craziness. I see some craziness when people get released and they're like, "Oh wait, come back! Oh, wait, come back here."
Yeah.
Let's see. I think Toxic could be alone to pull their. They could pull their weight. Yeah, they could be just a regular tag team, but Triple H is known. And here's the other crazy part: Triple H is known for having loves. Factions. He loves true. He been what a faction of 2 people? I mean two factions. One actually I think I'm like he's all Hall of Fame. I forgot. Triple H is already a Hall of Famer, by the way. I completely forgot about that. That's funny. I mean Evolution has not been a Hall of Fame group yet. That's might change individually. Because they all had the champion. They all been champions. All of them.
Yep.
Crazy. Let's see. Yeah. Like I said, Triple H he loves factions. He loves women factions too. By the way, speaking of factions, there's a lot of teases on a certain group that I keep on saying that should be coming back soon. We already have one that's already there. Sanity. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
There's lots of teases, and you could think, here she goes. A lot of teases for that. There are also another teaser for another faction. I forgot what it was. I'll throw it out there. Okay, I see. I can see that you guys are tired of us talking. So
I hit the wrong button. I hit back again instead of exiting out of the comments.
Don't
I need to stop reading comments. I wouldn't do this if I didn't read comments.
Oh. Everyone is being used mostly. Y'all not playing them to sit in the camera. Yeah. That's the other thing too. I like the way Triple H is getting the right people and not just bringing everybody in there just to bring them in there. Like everybody's being used at least. It's funny. I think everybody that's like been that came back. I think they're being all used, if I'm not mistaken. I'm trying to think if anybody stopped being used right now. That came back. I think that's everybody. Honestly, everybody's being used.
Everyone's being used.
Especially that spooky character that's on SmackDown. Yeah, he's definitely getting used. It's like, just use me. Okay, let's stop. Let's see. All right, guys, get your last thoughts out there. We've been here way over an hour.
Yeah, when I came in here, I was thinking to myself, man, I done missed most of this stream. Nope, I did not miss most of this stream.
This is what happens when you have a SmackDown that's like a lot going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys? Were you on Insider Stream, Tazzy?
Yes.
Yeah. Did everyone? Was Jody on there?
Semi.
Was she there for the reaction for Bray?
Yeah, but you can't really see it because she wasn't on camera.
Boo!
Yeah.
It's like, was everyone's reactions awesome except for the one you couldn't see?
The thing is, and this is why the other thing. Oh God, I might as well bring this out here now. Once again, guys, if you have not heard, this is probably going to be one of our last after parties. Simple fact is, I can't watch SmackDown live no more.
What? Why?
It cost me $50. I ain't paying $50 for for one
Bro,
channel.
You better pull up twice in the West. Anyway. Because that ain't gonna work. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. That's Bray's show, man. You can't not watch.
No. I'm gonna watch it. It won't
You
be
can't watch
live.
it, you'll be spoiled and it'll be ruined and it'll be.
That's why I turn off my notifications on
So,
Fridays.
I'd be looking forward to this show. You can't be not having it. Nah.
So yeah, and that means I won't be able to do
wrestling, man. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch wrestling when it comes on.
I'm sorry. I'm watching it. But mine's don't come on until 11 p.m. Eastern time. So
you just gotta watch wrestling, Taz. I'm just saying.
Oh wait, is it 11? Yeah, 11 p.m. Eastern time. And so it's 8 o'clock your time. Yeah, it sucks. So, but it's
so
too
long
steep.
as you watch wrestling.
Yeah, it's too steep. Too steep. So yeah, that's basically what it is. Unless they come on FS1 anytime, then yeah, we'll do the after parties. But otherwise, if it's on Fox, this is why I'm like such a believer. Like, hey, bring that back to USA Network, please.
Do you have Fox Now? Do you use the Fox Now app?
I actually use Sling TV. And
what Sling TV go up in price or something?
Yeah, it did.
That's why I almost got in as when it was like a $30 a month deal. So
yeah,
I ain't paying $50 a month. There's a reason I don't have an actual TV service.
It's cool, and then you guys gotta realize, like, so what you trying to say? Like, so basically, what it is for the time that you guys watch it live here on the East Coast, we get news. So because it's technically 5 o'clock on our time, so 5 o'clock is normally news times and stuff like that. That makes sense. So
we got that at 5 too.
Yeah. So if this is on a different channel, for instance, the USA Network is perfect. There's no news or nothing like that around that time. Actually, the USA Network, only thing they have is CIS and all that other shows.
Doesn't make a difference to me because I use an app to watch both of them. I use the NBC app to watch USA Network, and I use the Fox Now app to watch SmackDown.
NBC?
Yep, I didn't think of it at first, but the USA Network app is a piece of crap and it don't work right. So I haven't used that one in like a year. But with an NBC, it's NBC, right? NBC, yeah. They're the ones who own that channel. So, if you ever look at that app, it has all the channels that are owned by the same by them people on there. Like on the Fox Now app, I have all the little Fox News stations. I have little Fox Sports. I have FS1. I think there's an FS2 on there. Like, I have all of that. Do I have it on? Not exactly. I use my boss's sign in, but I can use it anywhere I want after I've done signed in. So I just sign in under his files because I use his Wi-Fi. So
real quick, shout out to you guys for making this doing the likes. So we got 20 likes, so that was pretty good. Once again, guys, thank you guys for coming in. We gotta get out because we're at an hour and a half now.
Now you got me telling all my secrets because we're I can't talk. We're still here There, I couldn't say the word right. I couldn't say weird. I'll turn it on and I won't get him copyright strike.
No, you're good. No, let's get into what's going on for the week coming up. Don't forget this Monday coming up. Don't forget big Monday Night Raw coming up, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. We will be here in the building. You guys have been really turning out. And it's crazy because me and Dan talked about this in the beginning. Like, do you think this will get a big following for Monday Night Raw? Yeah, we actually did. We're actually are getting a big following.
Turning up.
It's crazy. I'm like, well, I was expecting all this, but okay, that works for me. So that's 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure you guys come join us for that. SmackDown. Whew. NXT. Don't forget. Remember, guys, it has been recorded, guys. So do not go and find spoilers. What the heck is going on here?
I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. Go on. I've been sitting here thinking about doing that for like the last 20 minutes. Ever since I figured out that I can't get the screen to turn if I turn it, I'm like, why isn't the screen turning?
You guys are crazy.
I'm falling down the rabbit hole. Okay.
Don't forget, guys, we are also going to be we're back here next week for obviously for the after party. Yeah. If you guys don't join us next week, it's Christmas. God, Christmas next weekend. What am I missing? Oh yeah, don't forget we are going to start doing Saturday streams. Oh my God, you guys gotta stop. Here's about this.
Yeah.
I'm getting dizzy. Don't forget we are going to start doing Saturday streams. And you don't know who's gonna pop up out of there. We're just gonna talk about wrestling. Well, like kind of like what we did today, but we're gonna do it fully on that's basically what's gonna replace the Friday show. It's gonna be
we're gonna be like doing what the insiders do on Sunday nights, except not as long, probably. And
not as long, and we're not gonna have a script. We're not gonna have a script. It's just gonna be just talking.
Sometimes it's funner that way.
It's basically gonna be like our old video chat days. That's basically
that means we get to cut loose and talk about fish and farts. Yes, I'm kidding.
On that note, I'm gonna cover her up. Once again, guys, thank you guys for coming in here and dealing with us crazy people.
Show them my Christmas tree, man.
Guys, enjoy you guys' weekend. And of course, guys, we'll see you for Monday Night Raw. Have a good night and continue partying throughout the whole weekend. And make sure you guys join the Insiders. Speaking of that, make sure you guys join the Insiders on Sunday. And you can probably see Jesse in there too. On Sunday, that will be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I don't know how they do that late, but hey, it's okay. Have a good night. We'll see you guys on Monday. Good night, everybody.
Peace. Keep it a party.